Hi, Ian. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Look who I've brought with me.
Ah.
Good old buddy.
My old friend, that's very kind of you. Thank you very much. Thanks for coming. I'll see you next time.
Goodbye. Not so fast, not so fast. You can hug him if you want to.
Okay. A little play for old time's sake.
You can click here.
Oh, what beautiful buttons. Very robust. That's how they knew how to make keyboards way back then.
What emotions come to you when you see this old?
Well, it's like a sudden flashback in time. It brings up all the the emotions of when we used to play the games, and it was very exciting times because clearly it was the birth of computer and video games, and it's very exciting because there's so many new titles coming, and you want to play them all.
So, do you still have a C64 at home somewhere?
Sadly, well, it was in one attic, but I'm afraid I don't know. Somebody took it and I lent it to somebody, and they never gave it back. I also had a Commodore PET, which only had 8K memory. That was before this little beast. You've got to go back a long old way. I mean, I've been in games since, as a player since the 1960s, and as an entrepreneur, if you like, since the 1970s. I started a company called Games Workshop in 1975 with a school friend of mine called Steve Jackson. We launched Dungeons and Dragons in Europe, and we also created the very first interactive game books, which really were an inspiration for many computer games companies and designers to make the kind of experience that we made in technological terms. But what we did was good old-fashioned writing books, and you played these games by using your imagination. So this is one of the titles, Forest of Doom. It actually looks like a normal book, but it's actually a game book. The text is broken into 400 numbered paragraphs, and the reader has to roll dice to create his character or her character for skill, stamina, and luck. And then you set off on a quest, and you have to make choices at the end of each paragraph. I thought it was fantastic news, not just for me being self-indulgent, but to see the kids of today who never had the opportunity to play these games. They can suddenly enjoy the things that we used to enjoy all those years ago. And history teaches a lot of things, and you can see what is so good about this kind of game. They're all focused on gameplay rather than being censored on graphics. So it's a brilliant idea, and I fully welcome it, and I'm sure everyone's going to enjoy it. For me, when people say, what are the most 3 important things in a game, I always say gameplay, gameplay, gameplay.
Ian, one thing I got for you. This is a Wii Points card.
Yep.
Do you know what that is?
I guess it'll allow me to buy Commodore 64 titles.
Great, great.
Amongst other things.
2,000 points with this card, and you can buy 4 games with that card. 500 points per game. And I want you to write down your favorite game on the C64 you would like to download with these points, and to sign it.
Certainly.
What would it be? What game?
Well, I like lots of games. It's difficult to answer that absolutely. It's like saying, what's your favorite meal? It depends on your mood. But if I was pushed into a corner, I guess I would have to say Boulder Dash.
Boulder Dash, okay. Then please write it down on your Wii Points card. And you can sign the card as well.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
My pleasure.